with Tony Abbott, and as it relates to the indexing of pensions to our veterans. We've had a call, and we appreciate it, from the Shadow Minister for Veterans Affairs, Senator Michael Ronaldson. Senator, thanks for your time, and thanks for ringing in. Good morning to you. You wanted to add to all of this, I think.
I did. Look, Tony, I think, from what I understand, explained this morning that he is absolutely totally committed to addressing the indexation issue for military superannuation pensions for those over 55. We went to the last election with this policy. I, on behalf of my colleague, Stuart Robert, who will be well known to your listeners, the Shadow Minister for Defence, Science and Personnel, I put a private member's bill through the Senate last year in June, which was disgracefully rejected by the Labor Party and the Greens, and we will go to the next election with this firm commitment. Look, Greg, there are a whole range of what I would call inequities in this department. We've got to be economically responsible, and we will do so. I'll give you some other examples. The TPIs, for example, they lost their indexation after the Harmer review and legislation went through, and they quite legitimately believe their indexation should be returned. That'll cost about $800 million over 4 years. Another situation, two widows of men who fought in the Second World War. Two sisters might have married two brothers. One of them came back and died of war-related injuries, which could have included smoking. The other one didn't. The widow whose husband died of war-related smoking injuries, for example, gets a widow's pension and a gold card. The other doesn't. Now, I think that is obscenely unfair. The cost of addressing that is about $3 to $4 billion over 4 years. I want to get the over 55 DFRDB done and dusted. It is grossly unfair. They're not on the same, indexation method as age pensions and service pensions.
So, Senator, just on that key point where Tony Abbott said he'd pass it on to you, areas, I think like the ones you're suggesting, and members on invalid pensions and under 55 surviving partners of service personnel, that is something you would also address in the first budget?
Well, no, we won't be addressing that in the first, but we've got to get this budget back into surplus. And that's why I've done nearly 40 veterans forums around the country, Greg, and people, quite rightly, are absolutely incensed that our ability to address these things has been severely damaged by the Labor Party wasting money on things such as pink bats and some school halls and just wasting money generally. $500,000 telling us how we should be celebrating Anzac Day. People are furious about that, and we've got some serious issues, but they can't be addressed until we get this budget back into surplus, which we intend doing.
Okay, so step one was, as Tony Abbott outlined, that's a done deal, first budget.
Greg, that is absolutely done and dusted, and Tony is personally committed to this, and the only way we can address the DFRDB issue, quite frankly, the only way to change the indexation is to change the government, and we hope that will occur.
And you see, Senator, and I know you need to go and we need to move on as well, but just finally, for people coming new to this campaign or to this issue, this is something that was promised. This was something that was set in stone and taken away. That's the full-on injustice of all of this.
Well, the TPI certainly was. That was certainly right in relation to the TPI indexation. The Labor Party promised before the last election they would, or before the 2007 election, they would address this. And I think that your listeners, indeed the whole veteran community, is incensed that there's one group of people who have been particularly and unfairly disadvantaged by this indexation, and we will sort this mess out.
Appreciate it, and appreciate your call. Thank you.
Thanks, Greg.
Senator Michael Ronaldson. So they're on the case, and it's out there being talked about, and that's good. 22